Hello and happy holidays from Laughing Place. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be looking at a new product from our friends at Hasbro. This is part of the Disney Princess Style series that debuted last year. This is the first Disney Style series holiday doll, and it is Cinderella because 2020 is the 70th anniversary of Walt Disney's classic film Cinderella, released in 1950, saved the Walt Disney Company from financial ruin. We wouldn't have had Disneyland if Cinderella wasn't a success. So all Disney fans, no matter who you are, owe a debt of gratitude to the film Cinderella. And as a Disney princess character, this is one of the most beloved of them all. And she's very special to a lot of people. So obviously 2020 has been a weird year. We all need something to celebrate. It is the holidays, and this is a perfect way. Inside the box, we have that beautiful logo again, the Cinderella 70 Years logo, which I love because it not only frames her nicely in a circle, but it pays homage to the pumpkin coach carriage with these two little circular wheels. Inside we have the doll herself, which we'll get to, but they also included this nice little booklet that kind of recaps all of the dolls so far in the Disney Style series. Obviously this holiday doll is number one, but as you page through the book, you can also see Belle, Mulan, Ariel, Rapunzel, Jasmine, and Aurora. All of them available now. Hasbro's Disney Style series is aimed at both kids and collectors. And one of the things that I really love is the kind of very clean style of the boxes. Even though this is the holiday doll, it does fit in with the line of the other dolls. You still have that white border with the gold foil accents, and then it also has a little decal on the box with the Cinderella 70 logo. You can keep her in the box. They've done a great job of displaying her in such a way where you really feel like you're seeing almost everything that the doll has to offer through the packaging. But if you want to take her out, you do have that doll stand. One of the things I love the most just about the packaging that I want to point out is the castle that's over here behind her, because it is the Mary Blair style castle from the film. A lot of the times Cinderella's castle in merchandising gets kind of spruced up, added details, but Mary Blair designed that castle specifically to be almost always in silhouette, even when it's up close. Doesn't have a lot of details, but it's just very evocative and romantic of kind of your dream fairy tale castle, and you can kind of put your own imagination onto it. So I love that they kept that Mary Blair styling in there. You can also see a lot of the beautiful details on the doll herself, especially those shiny headband, earrings, and the choker collar. The doll has lots of little glittery accents that feel like dewdrops of recently fallen snow, and beads and just beautiful gems and things like that. So it's very glittery. Obviously stays true to Cinderella and her silvery and blue tones, but really brings out the winter elements. So even though this is the 2020 holiday doll, I would also say it's more of a winter piece. So you could celebrate this just for the winter. I know Christmas is pretty much here, but even if this isn't a gift and it's just for you, I feel like displaying her all winter long is totally appropriate. Another thing that's really fun about the box is on the side, they do put the year 2020. Makes it seem like this is going to be a collection where each year there'll be a new Disney Style series holiday doll to add to your collection. And when you're storing them away, you can just put them on a shelf, line them up like this, and they just look very sleek. The other side has this beautiful sketch artwork of Cinderella, kind of the classic character. And then the back of the box shows off artwork of the doll itself, kind of maybe the concept artwork for what she was inspired by. And you can kind of see exactly what they were going for. In the description, it talks about the sleeves being like a bow. You can really see that here on the concept art. The little blue highlights in her hair really stand out. You can even see the bodice is meant to look like a heart. It doesn't really read as well on the doll itself, but in the concept art you can tell that that's what they were really going for, and just how sparkly and spectacular they made her look. So we're gonna open the box and take a closer look inside. Here she is out of the package, and when she's out of the box, you can see a lot more details. Unboxing her is actually really easy. There's just a few places to cut. She's mostly rubber banded in, and then this giant piece of cardboard folded around her helps kind of keep her in place and keep her skirt puffed out. There's no tulle under the dress, so obviously it stands out quite nicely all on its own on the stand, but if you're very serious about wanting it to be very poofy, you might want to get some tulle and stuff it under there, or some crepe paper or something like that. She is absolutely beautiful. In the box, it's not as apparent, but the Disney Style Series dolls do have rooted eyelashes. So one of the things that sets this apart from the typical Playline Hasbro doll is she has real eyelashes. You can also see out of the box that she looks much more like a present when she's not in there, because obviously the sleeves are meant to look like a big bow. And then she has these two pieces of ribbon that's very translucent and magical, that is actually longer than the dress itself. So when you have her out of the box, you can actually see she almost looks like a holiday present that way. And then absolutely just beautiful little details, particularly on the bottom of the skirt. That's where the glitter accents really look like jewels. Because the bodice is just screen printed, it does have some glitter in there, but I would say that's the part that's a little underwhelming about the doll. The rest of her is absolutely magnificent. But again, this is a piece that's meant to be both Playline for ages 6 and up and appeal to collectors, and the price point on these is not as expensive as your typical high-end collector Barbie doll, or even the Shop Disney collector dolls. $49.99 is the suggested retail price on this doll. Another thing that you can't see in the box that is why you might want to take her out is the glass slippers. And I've seen a lot of Cinderella dolls in my day. You never see glass slippers with this much detail. It has the heart in the center. They didn't change it to a butterfly or something that's not accurate to the character. And then it does have some little filigree along the sides to kind of make it a little more special. But it is a translucent shoe. It actually looks like a glass slipper. It's not just a plain clear high heel. So they really put a lot of detail into the shoes, and you're not gonna see those unless you take her out of the box. The doll stand as well, it's one that the doll is seated on, and I really love the base. They put angled edges that almost make it look like a jewel. Now when she's seated on it, you can't really see that as well, but it's just fun to know that's there. And if I were you displaying her, I would put one of the glass slippers outside the doll so you can actually see how spectacular that looks, because they really did such a great job with that. It's one of those tiny details that the big fans are really going to appreciate. I'll also say the detailing on the glittery accents do continue all the way around to the back of the doll. There's nothing on the back that necessarily makes you go wow and want to see her in 360 degrees, but from the back you can also see better the textured shading on the skirt. So it really does go from silver to a very winter blue. For a lot of big Cinderella fans, you know that in the film her dress is not blue, it's silver. In merchandise, almost everything does it in blue, and this doll is very blue, but it's a winter blue, and they did put in that silvery accent. So if you are a Cinderella purist, you know her dress is silver. Her dress is really silver, it just cascades into winter blues on this doll. And the other thing I want to say is that her arms are actually articulated at the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. So you can pose her arms any way that you want. Lots of options for that. She does have these removable sleeves. They do get a little kind of moved out of the way when you're posing her, but it's easy enough to kind of pull them back on to the way they're supposed to be. So congratulations to Hasbro on a spectacular Disney Style Series doll. Thank you to Hasbro again for sending us this so that we can share it with you. And again, you can find her now at retail. She's $49.99 suggested retail price. This is the first Disney Style Series holiday doll. So if you want to start collecting this wave annually of the holiday dolls, be sure to get her before she's gone. And I am excited to see who they choose for 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye.